that's not how it
say
goes.
anything, but it's still going to be a theory. What I'm saying,
No,
that's why
when Everlast
court
It's a
cases
theory. That's all it is. A theory.
when
You know what I'm saying?
Everlast
For
take
people who
gloves
believe in
you got to go
conspiracy.
to the documentation that's proven in court. And in
when
court, it was
Everlast
proven already that he had bogus gloves. Even the backup gloves is bogus.
Everlast
So
already took
Everlast
the blame for that. You can't bring it in court. Your point is moot.
hey look when
Everlast.
No,
Everlast
that's
take
the
gloves
point that
off.
he's making.
Everlast
If
took
the
it.
statement were real, they wouldn't have been able to go to court. But the fact they're in court lets you know that some was shaky about the statement.
Exactly.
No, hell no.
What is he in court
Pure
for? What are they in court for?
that's speculation. That is pure
Now,
speculation.
hold on. Now,
No,
D-Town.
they're in court. That's not
No, none of us
speculation.
are in court, so you can't say that's
D-Town.
how
Hold
they.
on,
You
D-Town.
can't
Now
say that's how they looked at
you're
that.
not. Well, you just dealing with the fact that it's Crawford. We're not. It's beyond. It's
Man,
bigger than
I'm
that.
outside of Crawford. I'm about
It's
facts in the
bigger.
law right now.
It's bigger than that because when Everlast been around before Crawford was even born. They don't just make
That's what
gloves.
I'm
They
speaking
know
to,
what
though. That's
both.
what I'm trying to tell you. When
They
Everlast
already
take
when they make
gloves off,
gloves when they make gloves, they already know where the messed up ones are and where the ones that have been tested a certain way. They test them long before they ship them. This ain't no company just started last week or just last year.
yeah, but we don't know their quality control regimen. We don't know that, so that's
Hold
speculation.
on. We do know. We do know.
No, we don't.
We do know.
No, we don't.
When you say
How
we,
we
who you
know?
talk about? When you say who you
What?
talk about?
How do
When
we
you say,
know they? How do
you
they?
know who
How
does
do
know?
we
You know who
know?
does know? The
How do we
commission.
know they
The
quality
commission
control
knows.
protocol? How do we know that?
The commission knows. The commission knows. They have to pay. That's
I said we. I didn't say the commission.
well. Listen,
I said
Everlast
we.
gets
How
a
do
certain
we know?
percentage of money for even their gloves being used in these different fights. Period. So they have
Man,
to make sure there's a certain quality that's already met long before they even shipped.
negative, man. It's bad.
Man,
It's bad
D-Town,
products
you're being
come
dishonest,
off
man.
with
lines
my
You are.
every day,
professional,
man. It's defective product come off lines every
Man,
day.
all right. So you telling me? Hold on. If they don't have defective quality gloves coming in the Walmart, how come they gonna have defective quality gloves coming to
exactly.
How
these
you know?
championship
You
They
fights?
bought
do
every
have
single last glove from
defective
Walmart?
quality stuff. Look. Let me tell y'all
Championship
something.
What
fights.
do
It's
major
two
outlets
stores.
do with defective
It's
clothes
two
and
stores.
socks and
It's
shoes?
two
What do they do
stores.
with them?
They
Listen,
send it to
listen.
Ross where you buy
They
your
send them
clothes
to
on Sunday.
somebody else. They send them to the Goodwill or somewhere to get
No, they
sold.
don't. They
They
send them
send them
motherfuckers.
somewhere to get sold. Yes, they
They
do.
send
They
they
send it
send
to
them to
Ross where you buy your
they send them
shirts
to
on Sunday.
TJ Maxx. They send it to
Whatever,
TJ
fake
Maxx.
Mexican.
They send that shit to TJ Maxx. They send that shit to Nordstrom Rack. They send that shit to a whole lot of
At the end of the look, man. At the end of the
They
day,
T-Bag
send that shit
stores.
somewhere else
listen, man.
instead of the
Listen.
major outlets.
At the
Trust
end
me.
of the
Right.
day,
And
at the end of the
so
day,
that's
man.
telling that proves my fact that it's
At the end of the day,
indefective stuff coming off lines
Crawford
every
cheated
day.
against
Bud
Avanesha.
wanted those gloves. They just
Crawford cheated
busted
against
on them.
Avanesha. You saw how he put his hands behind his back. That's
Yup.
proof right there. He knew.
And why didn't they take the gloves from him when they found out the glove was busted?
He
The
knew.
ref said they're gonna switch him out
No,
at the end of the round, nigga.
why didn't they switch the gloves?
They said they're gonna switch him
You
at the
told him
end of
after
the
the
round.
end of the round
Yeah, well, they didn't though, did they?
What did he?
The fight
because he
was
knocked him
over.
out.
He knocked
They
him
did,
out.
did they?
Man. But
He
at the
All
end
knocked
of
right
the
him
day,
then.
out.
Crawford.
There was some foul play going on behind the
Crawford knew.
scenes.
D-Town Crawford
All
knew.
Bogus
That's why he put his
gloves.
hands behind his back.
All speculation.
Crawford is a natural born cheater. You need to accept it. But
Hey,
if
that's
Right.
your opinion,
and
bro, and
guess
I
what?
respect that.
It's
I
the
ain't
fact. You
tripping.
gotta
You can
see. You
have
see it
that
for
opinion.
yourself. If he put his
Bumps
gloves
on
behind
his
his back,
head.
he
Man,
put his
You ain't
gloves
stop
no
behind his
blaming
bitch,
back.
B.
Crawford,
If he
man.
put his
Crawford
if he put
beat
his gloves
Spence
behind
fair and
his
square,
back,
bro.
that's
No,
telling
he
you right
didn't. You
there.
know Spence
One,
working 100%. And when
Telling me all
you
that
talk like
without no
that, you
facts,
not to be
man.
taken
Like
serious.
look,
preaching
if
to the
Crawford,
choir, man.
hold on. All y'all was talking all this one at a time stuff before I got on. I bring up a couple things you want to keep interrupting me. All I'm saying is that the man put the gloves behind his back. He knew in his heart, oh, this is about to come out. And you can look at his handlers on the side or at the side of the ring. They was like, they had to look on their face like, how are we going to explain this? But they didn't have to explain it because Crawford is not too many people watch the fight. But if that was a major fight and it was seen by a whole lot of boxing fans, the Spence fight would have never even happened.
I'm just saying it's speculation. Now you speaking to
That's why with the court, with all that speculation, the court proceeds to proving that this dude cheated, and he knew good and well those gloves were not. He knew for real they were bogus gloves, and I'm suspicious because I don't know whether or not Everlast is in on it, because you can't respond that fast. You put your name on the putting an asterisk over your own name.
All I'm saying is everything you saying, I hear it. I respect your
You
point
hear
of
it, but
view.
okay. You
But
know what? I'm gonna.
I'll let you talk, bro. All of these are just your
Look at
thoughts
D-Cell. He
and
acting
your
crazy.
opinions towards it. These are just your observations towards it.
So
You
okay,
ain't
I'm gonna go
basing
again. I'm gonna
nothing
go ahead
on
and
no
get the court
factual
proceedings. When I get the
basis.
court proceedings,
You
it ain't gonna be opinions
speaking to
then,
the
right?
man's state of mind. You speaking to another nigga's state of mind of why he put his hands behind his back.
He never
You
did it
doing all
before.
you speaking all this yo theory stuff, and that's fine. I respect it.
D-Town, stop it. Stop it,
But it holds
D-Town.
no weight with
Stop it.
me.
You know for a fact if Earl Spence was the one with the bad gloves and would work with Victor Conte, you would say he on steroids. So stop it.
No, the hell I wouldn't.
What would you say?
I wouldn't say that. I'll
What would you
tell all
say?
these
What
Hold
would you
niggas to
on.
say
stop.
though? I
I'll
want to know
tell
what
all
you
these
would say
niggas to
because you
stop.
got to say that
I
now
would
for
tell all
Crawford.
these niggas the same thing. Stop crying. Bud got his ass whooped.
No, Bud won. You see that? You confused already. Bud won the
I'm
fight.
not confused. He said if it was
He
Spence,
lost the
he
moral.
said if it was.
He lost the moral fight. He lost the moral fight. He didn't have a moral
Listen,
victory.
man. He said if it was Spence that done all of that, I'll be saying he was on steroids. And I said I wouldn't. I said I'll be telling these niggas to stop crying. Bud got his ass whooped.
Okay. So I misheard you, but I'm gonna admit that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we all know he cheated against David Avenisha. If you're gonna cheat against David Avenisha, why wouldn't you cheat against Spence?
I don't think he cheated.
You don't think he cheated against David Avenisha?
No, I believe his gloves was bust. They put out a statement said they were defective gloves. I don't. It wasn't nothing in this. It wasn't like no Margarito situation where he had shit
We
in his
don't know.
gloves.
We don't know. It was in Nebraska where they ain't gonna do too much of an investigation like that.
Okay,
Everyone
so
believes this
that's
man is so good he don't have to cheat. That's why they don't go inside his dressing room to even assume anything. But
and that's
now,
my point. That's
right?
my point. We don't
Everybody
know,
believes.
so
I
I
said the
can't.
word. You didn't hear the
I
word I said.
can't
I said
convict them.
everybody believes. Everybody believes. But now that people are being suspicious, they're gonna be going in there. That's what
Well,
I'm
let
trying
them
to tell
go
you.
in there.
That's why
Let's get it.
he'll never look that good again. I bet you. He'll never look that good
Well,
again.
bet me, and let's give it to a designated holder. Let's put it in escrow. Bet me.
Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna bet you. He'll never look
Yeah,
that
let's
good
put it in
again.
escrow.
Where somebody will swell up, face will swell up in the third round, second round, third round. He never looked that good before. He'll never look that good again.
All I'm telling
Bet
you
me
is
that.
Bud gonna win the fight.
Bet
I
me
can't.
that.
I ain't. That's a fool bet. I ain't gonna bet that shit.
No, that's a truth bet. Because if he was
No,
that
that's
good,
not.
then he should be way better now.
I'm a bet you Bud gonna win the fight. I ain't no
No,
fool and
I
don't
said he'll
know.
never look that
Second,
good again. You didn't say he wouldn't win again. I said he would never look that good again.
okay, what's our criteria on looking good?
Our criteria looking good is busting somebody up, dropping them in the second round and busting them up in the third round. By the third
That what
round,
I'm not bet. I'm not betting that.
Right, because he didn't have the capacity then. With all the supposed skills he had before, it wasn't working out like that before that fight.
I just know Earl gonna come out
Well,
better
that's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
fight.
Earl was not right in that fight, so no, he's not gonna be doing that again.
I just know Earl gonna come. Everybody the second time around put up a better fight, so I ain't gonna say he ain't gonna put up no better fight.
Look, I don't know Earl personally. I don't know Crawford personally, but I do know one thing. In my heart, that fool Crawford cheated that first fight. He gonna try it again the second fight, but there's gonna be too many dotted
Man,
I's
I
and
hope Earl
T's
kick his
crossed.
ass.
And when he get up in there, it ain't gonna look the same. And if he win, even if he win, it's gonna look suspicious if he goes the distance or whatever. It's gonna look suspicious because he's supposed to have the same amount of power or more.
Come on, now we building narratives already. Come on, man. Let's
No,
just
Hey,
get the
everybody
fight.
D10.
saying it's gonna be
Why
over
not?
faster D time. That's what they saying. Oh, it's gonna be over in the third this time.
I
They
didn't
even said
say
he's gonna
that.
get killed.
You
They
know I'm
said
riding with Bud, and I
Hey,
ain't say
two
that.
cents too. They really think Earl just a goofy, stupid fighter or something like that. Like he just gonna walk into some shit and get knocked out, like he Rolly or something.
Yeah, they make it seem as if in my opinion, they make it seem as if Earl is just this dude that
Like he a rollie or something,
yeah, like
man.
he just
Like this shit just
he fights. He thinks the same way. He fights the same way all the time. This and that or whatever. Nah, Slim. I know. We
and
all
they
know for a fact that
hey
He
Joe.
just a
Terrence
goof.
Crawford,
He is a goof.
Terrence Crawford, Terrence Crawford,
Y'all didn't hear Porter tell y'all the difference between he
Terrence
fought both of them.
Crawford, Terrence
You didn't
Crawford
hear
is
him?
So
without
D10.
those gloves being
So
tampered with.
D10.
Terrence Crawford is not able to stop nobody.
So D10.
Period.
Why in the hell hey D10, why in the hell
Yeah.
Porter picked Spence to win the fight then?
He didn't pick Spence to
Crickets
win the
are in the
fight.
building.
He
He didn't.
did pick him. That ain't nothing. I'm not making no shit up on this panel.
No.
He
Look.
picked
He
Listen.
Earl
Listen.
to
felt both of their
win.
power.
Listen.
He felt
Listen.
both of them
Listen.
power. And he
Listen.
knew everybody knew at the end of that fight that
I'm not.
something was
I'm
different.
not talking
But
about
you
the
know what?
picks.
Hold on,
I'm
detail. The thing
talking.
is different.
You're right about he
Historians,
picked Spence. I'm not talking about that though. I'm
Right.
talking about when he broke down both of the fighters, who was more intelligent, who was a better boxer, but he said he'll give Spence the edge.
you know
Right.
why? Because Spence, he felt that both of them power, and he felt as though Spence could get past Crawford's power.
Right. And ain't nothing
Now if
wrong
the
with
gloves,
that.
listen to me. If the gloves are tampered with, he can't get past that power. I don't care how good a boxer you are. If the gloves are tampered with, you're not going to get past that power. Now, what I'm saying to you is,
Look,
a lot of them don't even talk about the tampered glove situation. They don't, and they do that on purpose because this thing with boxing is big money, and Vegas is, with all these people that making
and
bets and
Joe.
stuff like that. That's where everything comes to culmination. Whereas into one giant piece of, how could I put it? This just a bank, just a central bank for the average person don't have to work at all and can get a lot of money.
Man, they don't speak upon that type of stuff like that because there's no factual basis to it. They're professionals
All it
and
takes
they
is an
know they're gonna be
investigation.
held accountable for
Hold
what
on,
they
man, hold
say.
on. What you talk about? All it takes is investigation to find facts.
Look,
Even on this channel right here, the box outlet,
hey
they've been
Joe.
showing all this proof for so long.
Joe.
You mean tell me they can do an inkling of what Raw's been doing?
Hey Joseph.
That's
Man,
not
you out
them.
of here.
Them are not facts. All them screenshots, them Photoshop stuff. That stuff don't
It's
fly
still an
nowhere.
investigation, though. It's still something to
Man,
build on.
D-Town
What
remind me of my
basis do they
uncle.
have to get an investigation
You
going?
say screenshots. When you look at the gloves, that ain't no screenshot. When you
I
look at the
swear to
tape
God, I
that
got
goes
Man,
uncle
them
like
is
over,
D-Town.
Photoshop. Y'all need to look at the fight and tell me, do you see any of that? Pause the fight. Go back and look at the fight. Pause that motherfucker every time he stick
when I
his
went on the
hands out
Japanese,
there.
well, look, hold on. A friend of mine, he went on the Japanese joints. He said he's seeing way more different shit than the shit that's on
Wait,
Showtime. On the
wait.
shit on Showtime, they don't show that particular picture where it shows Terence Crawford in his corner. I think it was the seventh round, and he's just holding his gloves right there, and you can see all those little dents and everything in the gloves. He said you don't see that on Showtime's on but on the Japanese joints you see them.
Man, let
You
me
see
tell
the
you what you
actual
can
where he's
do.
just standing there with holding just standing there waiting to come out.
Let me tell you what you can do, man. You can
Now I'm gonna tell
stream that fight on your phone. Every time it's a clear shot of a glove, the corner, or whatever, pause your phone, take a screenshot of it, go back to your screenshot and blow that mug up and look at it and tell me, do you see any of that that's been being showed on all these channels? That's how you can find that out.
I'm talking about when Terence Crawford is in his own corner. I'm not talking
That's
about
what
in
I'm
the
talking
middle of the
about.
ground. I'm talking about in his own corner and he's standing up. He's just standing up with the gloves in his hand. They don't show none of that in Showtime. But in the Japanese joints, they showing all that. And you can see the dents in his gloves before he come out before the bell rings. That's what I'm saying. And all y'all Crawford fans, I get it. He's a good boxer and stuff like that. But guess what? He had to go to Victor Conte. He had to use he knew what he was getting into. He knew
Facts.
exactly what he was getting into. Because if he was really that good, it wouldn't have been a thing about all these. It wouldn't David Amnesia wouldn't even been a person to even fight. Right or wrong?
I think he gone, Joseph. It's just me, you, and Ross on here, man.
Oh, that's terrible. I just was trying to make a point, man, because it's like I spoke to Ross before he started really, going into the all the details of different things as far as cheating, and then he, he wasn't even trying to, you know, let in on certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where there was just too many things going on where